Lake Turkana is the largest desert lake in the world. It measures about 249 kilometers by an average width of 30 kilometers, but 48 kilometers at its widest. It is 35 meters deep. The lake is endowed with humble resources of fish on the eastern side that has always been a source of livelihoods for communities living along this lake. The community's fisherfolk along this lake that do fishing include the El Molo, the Turkana, and the Dasanach. Many of the fisherfolk still use traditional methods in collecting and processing fresh fish from the lake for domestic use.
Lake Turkana is one of the major resources of Marsabit County. It really enhances economic development of our communities, especially those who are living along the lake. Those who are living along the lake, they are doing the fishing activities, and hence it improves the status of the people because they are getting their income from selling different type of fish along the lake.
Lack of refrigeration facilities at the fishing points makes most fisherfolks practice dry fish processing for long shelf life before transporting them to distant markets where demand for dried fish is high.
We have supported the fishery communities on the marsabit side of Lake Turkana. There's about 3,000 fishermen there that are organized in a beach management unit, and traditionally they go out with their rafts, they get some fish, and then they dry the fish on the shore on the marsabit side. And then they sell it through there's a cooperative in Loiyangalani, El Molo, and they sell it to Busia and to Kisumu. This way of handling the fish has not been very efficient. The drying of the fish, it loses quite a lot of its value.
The Ambero project was started in 2015 with the purpose of making the fisher communities along Lake Turkana more resilient to climate change.
We worked on the marketing system because they have been using dry fish for marketing. They are not able to market the fresh fish, and the dry fish they are marketing it to far distance like Kisumu, Busia, where they sell on trust. You don't know whom you are selling to, so you sell your product. You sell your product in terms of credit. So what we did is come up with a different line of marketing. That's fresh fish, which gives more cash for the fisherfolks.
The project has enhanced the capacity of the fisherfolk and cooperative organization in Loiyangalani.
Adaptation to climate change has helped one group of fishermen from Loiyangalani and the cooperative open up, actually add value, what is called value chain, into the fish supply from the source by supporting the group fisherfolks, the beach management units, by training them, organizing trips to do benchmarking. Also, they have helped the group to have basic infrastructure that will help develop add value to the fish and also open up markets.
Loiyangalani is a small town located on the southeastern coast of Lake Turkana in Marsabit County. The town is a key center for fresh fish collection and processing since it has an access road from Marsabit town and Isiolo town due to the new road from the wind farm that joins the highway in Laisamis.
Come up with a cooperative which collectively market the fish for the fisherfolks. In turn, this aim at also improving the prices for the fisherfolks that give more cash and direct cash than credit through the normal dry fish. So that then currently now they are selling fresh fish which is paid cash.
Wakati wa kwanza tulikuwa tunategemea samaki ya kupasuliwa na kukausha, ambayo ilianza na bei ndogo sana, ambayo ilianza na shilingi 5 ikakuja mpaka kwa saizi ni shilingi 30. Ndio sasa mwaka 2 iliyopita tukaanza mambo ya kununua samaki ambaye ni fresh, ambaye tuliona kwa wavuvi ingesaidia kuwalete juu kwa ajili hiyo samaki. Hata kama utapata samaki moja mbili, bei yake imepanda mpaka kwa 100. Lakini ndio sasa tunatumia mpaka saizi, ambaye samaki ambaye ile tunauza kwa sasa ni samaki ambaye ni fresh.
Fresh fish collection and processing requires special care and attention from the fishing site to the eating points. The facility enables a prolonged shelf life of fresh fish before reaching the markets. Installed cold stores using solar energy provide storage for collected fresh fish from the fisherfolk, making it easy to manage and process the fresh fish through cold value chain, right from the lake to the market.
Za hiyo molo tumeweza kuwa na cool boxes na system hiyo ya solar, na hii inatoka kutoka the same international project ambao ni GIZ, ni msaada kutoka Ujerumani ambao umetusaidia pakubwa na parefu kwa njia ya kuboresha mambo ya economy hapa, na zaidi kuboresha mambo ya wavuvi ili waweze kutoka sun-dry fish. Lakini kwa malengo na kwa vision yetu sasa ni kuona kwamba ni kuboresha mambo ya fresh fish na economy ya wavuvi hapa.
This is a paradigm shift for fisherfolk who were previously at risk of poor revenue from agents who exploited them through dry fish markets outside Marsabit County. They are now making quick sales through the cooperative. Major fish markets and collection centers are in Marsabit town, where fish is delivered in cooler boxes and stored in freezers for market distribution.
The infrastructure now is good, and the cooling facilities have been improved as well, based on solar panels. So suddenly they could shift from drying the fish to sell fresh fish. And for the same number of fish they harvest, they get 2 or 3 times more. The value of fresh fish is much higher than for the dry fish. And they are now, because of the good infrastructure, they can sell the fish in Marsabit as well as Isiolo and Nairobi.
I started this outlet due to huge demand of fresh fish in Marsabit County. And as compared to dry fish, which I used to deal with previously, there is a huge difference in terms of income, in terms of what it generates vis-a-vis the dry fish.
Eating points in Marsabit town have realized an increase in fresh fish demand. Therefore, the demand and supply forces have activated the cooperative supply to remain constantly engaged to the fresh fish market.
Samaki fresh inaweza ingia ikuje na cooler box. Hii iko na ice ndani. So wakanipatia nafasi hiyo, wakaniambia ninaweza kukutumia ujaribu ingarau kwa wateja wako uone kama inawezekana. Ndio akanitumia kama samaki kama 50. Kupika ilienda ikaisha kabisa. So mpaka kila mtu anakikuja ananiuliza wapi samaki. Mpaka nikapata sasa wateja. Sasa kwa saa hii hata samaki hii ingine inaitwa fillet. Watu wameijua kabisa kwa sababu inasaidia hata watu wazima, imekuwa mzuri sana. So ningeonelea hiyo biashara, kama ningeweza kupata samaki kwa wingi, ingekuwa mzuri kwangu.
Na mimi mbeleni sijai kula samaki. Samaki nilijulia hapa, na samaki ni tamu sana. Na tena mimi tangu nisikie samaki iko huku, mimi napenda kula samaki na ninakula kila siku. Wakiniona naingia kwa gate, samaki yangu inawekwa kando.
The activities of the project have increased the capacity of the county government of Marsabit Department of Fisheries to start investing in the managing of fish resources and fish marketing from Lake Turkana.
Through the support of Ambero project, we could able to assess the EU project, which funded has 110 million into this subsector. We end up purchasing around 20 fishing boats, 1 rescue boat of 280 horsepower. We managed also to purchase around 40 deep freezers, that can able to upscale the subsector of fisheries.
Through the project, trainings and investments, there is an improved coordination and strong linkages of key players in fresh fish management and marketing from the beach management units, cooperatives and retail markets in Marsabit town.
Our partner GIZ developed and equipped the solar operating deep freezers at Loiyangalani. So the fishermen have been given an opportunity, rather than going through the strenuous processes of sun drying and waiting for the merchants to go to Kisumu. The produce is directly sold to the cooperative departments and the cooperative societies that we've been able to empower. And these have seen tremendous price increases of our produce.
Fishing activities on the lake are faced by climate change challenges. Therefore, protection of breeding sites and use of the right size nets is a major concern in managing the fishing activities on Lake Turkana.
For their living, they have to depend on the fish. The harvesting or the catch has to obviously duplicate the populations. But one way we are protecting that is training them on sustainable lake resource management. That through what they are catching with, the size of the net, that will also, take off only the mature fish. We also educate them and enforce through the department that the breeding sites are protected, so that fish cannot anyhowly, be caught all over. Before, we found people settling at the breeding site because that's where they get a good number of the catch. And that one has been well educated, and they have been able now to see that for them to continue fishing, they have to sustain the productions. And the one way is now they themselves protect the breeding site.
Fisheries department have initially bought some boats, fishing boats, and we continue to subsidize this group by providing them with nets, fishing nets, training them. Also patrol boats. We have 2 patrol boats in Loiyangalani sub-county and 2 patrol boats in Ilere sub-county. We have our officers on the ground. We have a running office in Loiyangalani, and we are in touch with them. We also control, we do survey, we control the fishing methods.
With the new technology of solar panel-driven cooling facilities in remote collection centers and improved roads from Lake Turkana to Marsabit town, it is now possible to get twice the price of the fish. These interventions, financed by GIZ and Marsabit County, have gone a long way in improving the livelihoods of poor families living on the shores of Lake Turkana.